Hello, Internetizens. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brendan, and today we have on board 20 strong Tanglewoods, Baba Yaga. We're playing the second game in the campaign, which is the white deck. So if you didn't watch the first game, which was the gold deck, I'll leave a link in the description below. So we've carried on our character from that game. You may notice I have 2 health now instead of 1, and that's because one of the options you can do in the setup for white is change the daytime to nighttime to do +1 to any stat. So I took 1 more health because having 1 health didn't seem like a great idea. As also at the conclusion of that game, we got this relic card, which lets us turn a singular hit into a crit before suffer damage. If we lose 2 from our stats, we can do it to 2 dice instead of 1. So we'll probably be doing that pretty soon. We're flush with cash because we ended the last one with 20 gold, so we still got 20 gold laying around. Because we won the last game, we're on difficulty 7 for this deck. So the one yellow, 1 purple, and the red die start banished. And yeah, we've got a special setup here to zoom in on the gameplay when that happens, so we'll cover that as it comes along. All right, let's just get started. All right, so we start in the bottom left corner. Wow, we got a Corrigan, which is great. So let's see. Let me think here. So I need to do 1 adjacent modifier. So I could do the apple. The apple lets you swap 2 stats and flip the day-night card. I think that's good because this guy has a bad night effect. The other thing is that he's going to pull in another Corrigan, which there is one over here, like slightly off screen. So I'm going to be fighting 2 Corrigans. So yeah, I'm going to switch my strategy and my recovery. I'm going to flip the day-night card to daytime. I'm going to pull in the other Corrigan into this fight. And then I need to resolve 1 more modifier because the other Corrigan also has a +1 modifier on it, so that's fun. Let's see. I can either exhaust my strongest die or I can add this castle card to the top of any stack, I believe. Yeah, add the top card to a castle stack. So I'm going to add this castle card to the 4 health castle card up there. All right, so now the encounter begins. It's daytime. We've got 2 enemies here. We've got 6 recoveries, so we're not really worried about that. So let's just roll some dice here. 6 recovery. We need to do 6 damage, so I think we just roll 6 dice. We have 5 strategies, so not really anything to worry about there either. All right. Start the engagement. Okay, so we're not going to visit the merchant, unfortunately. We really need to visit the merchant, but... Oh, wow. Okay, crits are coming early today. So there's... Yeah, I think everything's... That's enough for everything, honestly. So the first enemy I defeat in each engagement is going to get added to a castle stack, so I need to make sure I choose the right order. So I'm going to say that I defeated this one on the left first because he has the gust of wind icon. Although I could do the hand and put it on one of the 3 health cards, because the 3 health cards, some of them don't care about summons. I'll just do the gust of wind on the 4 healther, just in case he's the one who needs one of every type. So that's both enemies defeated. I get 8 gold, but I'm already at max gold, so that's no fun. So I'll add another card to that 4 stack over there. This other enemy gets defeated. So I'm going to discard him. I recover 6 dice, which is all the dice I committed. And we replace that card, and then we get to move on. Where's my other purple die at? It is gone. Oh, that's right. 1 purple is banished at the start of the game. Now I remember. All right, so we replace that. So now we can go up, or we can go to the right. We do need an apple for stepmother. So I guess we'll just go up that way. Grab that apple. It is the tongueless dog. Add all enemies defeated this engagement to the top of any castle stack. Ooh, interesting. So I have to pull in 1 additional enemy. Hmm. Just looking at what cards I can pull in. So the Big Bad Wolf Spider lets me visit the merchant. So I think I'm going to pull in that enemy so that I can visit the merchant. And I replace that card in my strategy. Oh, there's one of the campaign enemies I just pulled out. It's the Dampier. I don't know if you can see it super well, but we'll be pulling this guy in as soon as possible. When we start the engagement, we activate his modifier 2 times. Okay, what's his exhausted die? Alright, so we've got 2 enemies here. Get to go to the merchant after this, which is great. This is a lot of health to deal with. So I want to bribe something. 10 damage I need to do. I can turn... Man, I should knock my strategy, or maybe recovery down. I'll knock my recovery down to 5, since I'm going to get one back. And then I'll knock my strategy down to 4. That way so I can upgrade my acorn necklace to the bear claw necklace. So now I can, before suffer damage, I can change up to 2 hits to crits. So that'll let me take out enemies quicker. So I got 10 damage I need to do here. So I have 2 crits. I can recover 6 dice. Let's start with 6 dice. Just see how that goes first. Okay, it is daytime, so no nighttime effects are going off. Add all enemies defeated this engagement to the top of any castle stack. Okay, so that's a crit. 6. So I can change those 2 into crits. I need 1 more damage. So I think I'm just going to re-roll these. So roll number 2, I had 4 rolls. That's nothing. Roll number 3, might have to add some dice here. There's another crit. Yeah, I think this is enough because of my bear claw necklace. Sorry, you guys can't see those. So I'm going to do, let's see. Put 1 hit here, 1 hit here. Right? So using the bear claw necklace, before suffer damage, I change 2 hits to crits. So I'll change this to a crit, which is 6 damage now. I'll change this to a crit, which is 4 damage. So that gives me enough damage to defeat everything. So I get +1 recovery, and I get +3 gold. Doesn't matter, I'm at max gold. So the after effect for this one is that all enemies defeated go to the top of a singular castle stack. And then this one says I visit the merchant and flip the day-night card. So I have 6 recovery. I'm back up to 6 recovery, so I can get all those dice back. Oop. Just dropping dice. My health is at 2, so that didn't get messed up. So an apple and a hand are going to get added to something. Well, an apple and a hand. This hand is a bad hand to add to something, unfortunately. It's a big bad wolf spider, which is annoying. I wish I knew what card was under here. Oh well, I can find out soon. I'm going to put both of these. Guess I'll... Man, 6 health. Don't like the big red wolf spider. 6 health. It costs 6 to bribe. Yeah, we'll put him on stepmother, I guess. All right. So I just forgot what I just read, so I'm going to reread it again. At the end of this round, visit the merchant, flip the day-night card. So we'll flip the day-night card and we'll visit the merchant. The merchant's going to have 3 items for us. Got the loose purse strings, hiking boots, and the cubic zirconium ball. Before suffered damage, if your health would be reduced to 0, you may pay gold to equal the amount of damage dealt to avoid all damage. That seems pretty good. I do want to get my banished dice back. That seems good. I can buy those back from the merchant. I kind of want to end on 0 gold so I can flip back to my other side. Oh, I need to pay money to flip these castle cards too. That's also super important. So let's do that first. So I'm going to pay 5 to flip the one I have a bunch of cards on, or 2 cards on, I should say. Let's see who it is. So he ignores the castle icons and he gives me gold. So that's good. I already have a castle icon on top of him. That was 5. Let's pay another 5 to flip another card. We discarded 1 item to ignore the effect of 1 card in the stack. That's not super useful. What does it cost to discard a card from my strategy area? Discard any card in the forest or strategy area and replace it with the top card of the deck. So that costs 3 gold. Which is a strange amount of gold. I have 10 bucks left. I'd like to end with 0. I could buy the cubic zirconium ball and flip the last castle card. I guess we're going to do that. Actually, I'd like to buy health. How much does health cost? Health also costs 5. So maybe instead of buying the cubic zirconium ball, the cubic zirconium ball is kind of nice because we need to find those campaign enemies and take them out. There's 3 Dampiers and 1 something else. I forgot what it's called. Yeah. Well, let's pay 5 to flip this castle card. Put this down to 5. It's the Witch Queen. Resolving a card that doesn't have the hand, you can choose to activate the card instead of resolving its effect. If you do, you get +1 health. Okay, these are pretty tame. I know I don't really need the health right now. I think I'm going to buy the cubic zirconium ball so that I can start peeking at things. Okay, so when you upgrade it, you can pay 1 gold to peek at 2 cards instead of 1. So I bought that for 5. That puts me down to 0. Alright, and that means that my character is going to flip. These other items are going to get discarded. Alright, so that was a successful visit to the merchant there. Okay, let's replace this card. So now we can choose where to go. So we don't really have anything special here with our selected castle bosses. We don't have any money to peek at cards, so let's just come here. See what we see. It's a dark fairy. He adds an extra enemy. He's not defeated. Then some stats are going to switch around. At the end of the round, visit the merchant, flip the day-night card during nighttime. So let's go ahead and pull in the Dampier since this dark fairy pulls an extra enemy, and we need to defeat the Dampier. Okay, it's replaced with the Pernicious Pie Purveyor. Okay, so just these 2 enemies, no other effects. So that's good. All right. So at the start of the engagement, activate Dampier's modifier 2 times, which is exhaust. So I lose 2 purple dice. Those are exhausted. So we've got to do 7 damage. We get 2 basically free crits. Let's roll 4 dice because we get 6 total back. Got 4 rules. During the cleanup, remove Dampier from the game. If it's the first enemy defeated, don't add a card to the castle stack. Yeah, we want to defeat the Dark Fairy first. We'll be like adding cards to the castle stack so we can get to the end faster, essentially. Okay, that's a crit. We'll take that. Dark Fairy gives us 6 gold. It's a nice little payout. So this could be 2 damage. Let's go for roll number 2. More hits here. We can just do it with this. Oh wow. Okay, I'll just roll 2 crits and a hit. That works. So he gives 4 gold, puts me to 10. Remove him from the game, and if he was the first enemy defeated, you don't add anything. So that's good. That's 1 campaign enemy down. We have 3 more to find. All right, Dark Fairy is going to get discarded. I have 6 recovery, so I can get my 4 dice in this engagement plus the 2 that Dampier exhausted back, which puts me back up to full. Besides my banished dice, which I'm still sad about. I should really. Kind of want to peek at this card because sometimes those are good. So I'll pay 1 to peek at this card, the Cubic Zirconium Ball. If activated as a modifier, recover all dice. Okay, yeah, so we definitely want to activate that as a modifier. That is good to know. I think we'll come down here, peek at this one as well, maybe. Starving Stone. At the start of each strategy phase, pay 1 gold or -1 health, then flip your hero. Ooh, I don't want to flip my hero. Actually, what I could do is use my ability right now to flip the daytime card to nighttime. Did I forget to visit the merchant earlier? I feel like I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I don't remember. This one says at the end of the round you visit the merchant. So at the start of each strategy phase, pay 1 gold or -1 health, then flip your hero. So he activates an adjacent modifier. I'm going to do the castle card. Adds the top card of the hunt deck to a castle stack. So I'm going to add this castle card to this castle stack because that guy gives me gold if I activate castle cards. All right, so then we're fighting this guy. I'm going to use my ability to flip the card to nighttime. Actually, the card's going to get flipped on its own anyway, I guess. Yeah. We'll just leave it nighttime, I guess, and not flip. All right, so it's just this guy. He's got 5 health. We've got a lot of dice. We'll just roll 6 dice since we have 6 recovery. Oh yeah, start of each strategy phase. We need to take him out quickly. So I'm going to pay 1 gold for the first one. Just down to 8. Should be fine here. Oh yeah, he's donezo. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Way too much, but that's okay. So it gives me $5, so it puts me to 13. He is the first enemy defeated, so he gets added to a castle stack. Let's do the Crystal Undertaker. That guy's pretty easy. Read this card again. Make sure I read it. Oh yeah, I needed to flip my hero with his ability. So at the end of the round, visit the merchant, flip the day-night card. So flip the day-night card. Let's see some more items from the merchant. Plus strategy, that's good. Plus recovery, don't need it. Oh, that's too many cards. Coupon. -4 to the cost of an ability. Ooh. What I could do is buy this for 2, upgrade it for another 4, so that's 6, and then it's -6 to buying this thing. So I could probably just use it or upgrade it and then use it to be at max strategy. Seems worthy of a cause. Or I could upgrade this thing, the cubic zirconium ball. Both seem good. Okay, so let's buy this for 2. I'd like to go down to 0 gold, I guess, but then we'll upgrade it for 4, so it puts me down to 7. Oh, I can go down to 0 because I can buy a banished die back for 3. So I've got this coupon. Do I want to buy the Tanglewoods strategy guide? Probably. So I'm going to use the coupon to buy the strategy guide for 4 gold, puts me down to 3. After use, you may flip this item to its ordinary side rather than discarding it. So now I've got the coupon, the Tanglewoods strategy guide, and the cubic zirconium ball. So I'm not going to buy this. I have $3 left. I'm going to spend all 3 of those dollars to buy my weakest banished die, which is a yellow. So now we're back to all of our yellow dice. We're still missing a purple and a red. All right, since I ended the visit with the merchant with 0 gold, I flip back to my Moonkeeper side. We refill the forest. Oh, I don't have enough money to peek at this card. Man, that is sad. Maybe we just keep dancing around over here. How many cards do we have on this guy? We have enough cards on the Poison Goldsmith to fight him. We need 1 more card on Crystal Undertaker. We need 2 cards on the Witch Queen. We need several cards on Evil Stepmother to fight her. Because if you don't remember from my other explanation, the number of cards on a castle stack determines how many dice you can essentially roll. So you need to have enough dice to defeat your enemies. You don't really want to take damage. Okay, I don't have a peek at something, so I'm just going to come up here. We'll go to the hand. I don't know why I'm feeling it, but I am. If activated as a modifier, exhaust 3 dice. Otherwise, when activated, flip all forest cards orthogonally adjacent to your position face up. Wow, that's awesome. Cracked mirror. That is not a good one. Okay, well that is that. There's no engagement that round. So now we go to the next round. We'll put this card where we are. Well, I guess we're just going to go fight the cutthroat. Should have spent money to get rid of some of these cards in the strategy area. They're not very good for my existence. Okay, I'm going to come here. We'll activate the Cutthroat Clothier. He pulls in an enemy and he activates an adjacent modifier. So we'll do the Exhaust. Oh yeah, I forgot to recover these dice earlier. They're just sitting over there. So these are all recovered. So we exhaust a purple because of this. And we have to pull in an extra enemy. I'm going to pull in this. This one's pretty weak. How do you like them apples? Doesn't really do anything if I don't choose to do anything, so probably not going to choose to do anything with it. All right, let's roll 5 dice because we have a 6 die that's exhausted, so that'll let us recover everything. If he's not defeated, bad stuff happens, so let's make sure we defeat him. Got 4 rolls. There's 2. So I'm going to use the Bear Claw Necklace to turn both those hits into crits. That's 6 damage. +1 recovery does not help me, but he's the first enemy defeated, so I'm going to add him to the top of a castle stack. What does the mask do again? Pay gold, discard an item, or -1 health. We'll add it to the final fight. We recover 6 dice, so it's 3 blues and 3 purples. Discard this, and this one lets us take 2 damage to get our strategy and recovery. Not super useful right now. All right. He didn't let us visit the merchant, right? Yeah, he's not letting us do that. All right. So I can pay 1 gold to look at an adjacent card. I'll peek at this exhaust card for 1 gold. Wait, do I have any gold? I have 0 gold for some reason. Oh, he didn't give me any gold. So instead of peeking at this card, I'm just going to activate it since I already looked at it. Wither, oh, okay. When activating modifiers, you must select the hand if possible. Gross. That is not happy at all. So I have to pull this thing as the modifier. And this thing also activates a modifier. When activating modifiers, you must select the hand if possible. Oh, this card is a hand. I should have done that. Oh well. So now we do Fickle Forest. When activated as a modifier, recover all dice. That doesn't really matter. Alright, so we've got 2 enemies and a thing that doesn't matter in this engagement. It is daytime, so that's fine. So we'll just put in 6 dice, so we have 6 recovery. Put 1 normal hit, put 1 purple hit. We'll use our Bear Claw to turn 2 hits into crits, so this will become a crit. And this becomes a crit. So that's 3 damage on each, so that's 8 gold for me. Now I can start looking at cards again. Yeah, I don't get to visit the merchant, but that's okay. Oh yeah, which enemy did I defeat first? Let's say I defeated the one with the exhausted die modifier. Put that on the witch queen. put it on the final boss. The other one's going to get discarded along with this Fickle Forest card. We'll cover all 6 of our dice we use there. Sort of our ebb and flow is just use 6, recover 6. Alright, refill the forest. Yeah, top to bottom, left to right, whatever. I feel like this card looks different. The back of it looks different than these other cards. I'm wondering if that's because it's like one of the Baba Yaga cards. I can actually just visually tell the back of it being different or not. So we'll go under that assumption. So come here. Trickster Trout. Immediately move to the forest card below or to the left of your current position. If there's a conflict card there, immediately activate it and add its engagement. Cannot be bribed and does not trigger icons. Okay. So either go down or left. We'll go down, I guess. No. Yes, we'll go down. After this conflict, visit the merchant, flip the day night card. During this visit, you cannot buy items with even gold cost. Okay. So I have to resolve 2 adjacent modifiers for the Trickster Trout. So I've got Gust. I'll do that one. That exhausts my purple. And then I'll do this Thief icon, which is pay 3 gold. So I'll go down to 5. Okay. So now it's just me and the old Trickster Trout. And he has 4 health, so I'll just re-roll 5 dice, since I have 1 die already exhausted because of the gust of wind. Alright, so that's enough damage already. 4 bucks are ours, up to 9. He was the first enemy defeated, so we're going to have this gust of wind somewhere. Not finding a lot of apples out in the forest. Guess we'll do the Witch Queen, why not? So now we're going to visit the merchant per... Flip the day night card as well. Okay, so it's nighttime. And we cannot buy items with an even gold cost after all other modifications. So we cannot buy things with an even cost. Ooh, that is too bad because the membership card is out and the membership card is awesome. Man. Cannot buy items with an even gold cost. Oh, that sucks. That is really unfortunate. I can't buy this either. Man, that is a terrible time to come to the merchant. Alright, it's okay. Blackmail material is actually super good. So this cost... So what, we don't need to end on 0 gold. I guess I could use my ability right now to flip the day night card to daytime and then try to end on 0 gold. So how do we end on 0 gold? We have 9 gold. We have a coupon in our inventory. Upgrade this. So we have 9 gold. If we upgrade this coupon for 4, puts us down to 5. And if we buy this, it's 1. And then we flip it. I think we do that. Or do we flip this Tanglewoods strategy guide and just use it? Okay, so I'm going to pin 4 to upgrade the coupon, which puts me down to 5. I'm going to use the coupon book, which says -6 to the gold cost of a merchant ability or item. Oh, could I have... I don't know, that wouldn't have worked. So this blackmail costs 1, which puts me down to 4. And then I can flip the coupon book back to its normal side. So now I can pay 4 gold to upgrade something in my inventory. I'm going to upgrade the Tanglewoods strategy guide for 4, and then I'm going to use it, which gives me +2 strategy. Back up to 6 strategy. All right, so, and I was going to use, let's say I flip the day-night card as well with my ability. Cool. So I have 0 gold now, and it's the end of the merchant, so I flip back to Moonkeeper. That was a fun little math problem there we got to solve. Oh yeah, I forgot to recover these dice from that last conflict, which is fine. All right, refill the forest. Oh, we're standing on an apple. We have 0 gold, so we can't pay to peek at something, so we'll just go over here to this mask. It's a Corrigan. Oh, my strategy area is missing some cards. Oh, there's a campaign enemy I just pulled. And another Corrigan, which is great timing because I just found a Corrigan. At the start of the engagement, activate all Corrigans that are face up in the forest strategy area. It's at the start of the engagement, so that means that the other Corrigans don't activate their modifiers. So I do get to activate a adjacent modifier. I could do the poison. I don't want to do the poison apple at this specific moment. I'm going to activate this castle modifier, which adds a card to the top of a castle stack. I'm going to add a mask to the Evil Queen fight. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards on the Evil Queen fight. And we're going to pull in all other Corrigans because that's what the Corrigans do. They're friends to the end. Okay. Let's pull this over here. So we're fighting 2 Corrigans, which is totally fine. They're not that bad. So I'm just going to roll 6 dice. 6 times if I need to. But I probably don't. Alright, and technically I could blackmail things for cheaper now, which is what that blackmail material I bought, but I don't need to blackmail these guys. They're worth gold too, so. Alright, there's a crit and a hit. Technically, let's make sure we do this in the right order. So the poison goldsmith lets us visit the merchant if it's nighttime. Well, we could use our ability to flip the day-night card too. I didn't think about that. I could have not put the poison apple on stepmother. Then I wouldn't have to suffer her shenanigans and just use my ability to flip it, but I think it's better to... The poison apple makes you switch 2 stats as well. Let's just put a mask on stepmother. Another mask on stepmother. She's going to be an expensive fight, but... And then we'll discard the other Corrigan. Get our dice back. Okay, we do not get to visit the merchant because neither Corrigan says we do. So we'll add this card. Then we'll come here to this card that looks a different color, I think. And it is. So yeah, the backs of the cards seem to have a little bit of a different shine to them, I think, which is unfortunate for this deck. It's not really a problem with gold or red, but with this deck specifically, just slightly different coloring there. All right, start of the engagement, activate Dampier's modifier 2 times. We're going to add the top card of the castle. Let's just do that real quick. Okay, so there's a hand here, which is annoying, but... Oh, they're both hands. So we'll add a hand to this guy, and we'll add a hand to this lady. So we're adding it to the Crystal Undertaker and to the Witch Queen. Alright, so now we're just fighting a Dampier with 5 health, which is fine. We'll roll 6 dice again, as we do. Alright, let's see if we can take him out. Can we do it with 6 rolls? Oh my gosh, I missed a die. Just rolled across the table. Okay, he's super crazy dead. Alright, we gained $4 from that guy. Since we defeated him, we remove him from the game. No cards out of the castle stack. That's fine. That's 2 Dampiers down. 1 Dampier to go, and then 1 Balachko to go. But the Balachko is actually in my strategy area, so I can see him. Trying to remember what icons the cards had. So there was 2 castle icons. There was a gust. I think the last one's a poison apple. So we've got the 2 castles found. We've got the gust found. It's either, I think the last one's a poison apple or something. I don't remember. All right. Let's put this back. We kind of could actually just go to the in-game now, but we don't. I don't think I specifically want to, because I want to fight the Blotchko before we can get out of here. So yeah, let's try to find something that pulls in an extra enemy so we can fight a Blotchko at the very least. It's okay if we have one extra Dampier in that last fight, because I'm just not 100% sure I'm able to find him anytime soon. Oh, I guess I can pay money to peek at adjacent cards, so let's do that. I can pay 1 gold to look at this hand card next to me. This hand card does not help me. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. I can't go there because that starts the end of the game. Guess we're going down. To this hand card. It's a Ren. It pulls in an enemy. Let's go. So we're going to pull in Blotchko, which is what we wanted. The Blotchko is going to cause us to resolve a modifier and pull in another enemy. Oh my gosh, we're about to run into the enemy chain. The dreaded enemy chain. Okay, what are we going to do about this enemy chain? So all the enemies in our strategy pull in more enemies. But there are certain enemies that do 0 damage if I am on my other side. And Ren is one of them. So I could pull in a Ren, and then we'll see what else comes up. But first I have to resolve this adjacent modifier from Blotchko. Oh, I think I did that in the wrong order. Whatever. We'll do the apple, I guess. Oof. Gives me low. Yeah, it'll be fine. Switches to nighttime. 2 of my stats have to get switched, so I'll go to 6 health and 2 strategy, which is scary. So what I'm going to do is pull in Comb Seller Carl. So for my pull for the Blotchko. So he activates an adjacent modifier, and I pull in another enemy. Holy moly. Pulling in nothing but extra enemies. So I'll activate the Poison Apple, I think. No, sorry, the other Poison Apple, because I've already activated this one. Well, I could activate the top card, which is now the mask. No, I need all those things. I don't want this. I'll do the other Poison Apple that I haven't activated yet. So switch this back to 6, switch my health back to 2, and then flip the day-night card back to daytime. Ay. So now I have to pull in another enemy. I'm going to pull in a Ren. The Ren is going to pull in another enemy. What does this do? Okay. Finally, the end of this crazy chain of cards. So we'll do Arm and a Leg, which is a Fable. Yeah. All right. All is well. Oh, part of my strategy was I was going to knock my... Yeah. I was going to flip the Poison Apple. I was going to have it be nighttime and then flip my ability back to the other side so that Ren's do no damage. But, yeah, that's gone. That deal is gone. Okay, so with blackmail, bribing enemies costs 2 less. So I can pay 2, puts me down to 1. I'm going to bribe Comb Seller Carl because he is annoying. So now we've just got this. This is pretty doable. Oh, okay. At the start of the strategy phase, you banish a die if it's nighttime for the Wrens, so it's probably actually okay that it's not nighttime right now. And his stats become crazy, but it's fine. All right, so we're fighting these enemies. We need to at least kill the Balochko. We also like to kill these Wrens too, preferably with just 6 dice. Both Wrens are going to get placed on top of a castle stack because that's their after effect. All right, we got 6 rolls, so that's plenty. So there's a crit. Let's take the crit. The Wren's going to get added to a castle stack anyway, so might as well just defeat him now. Actually, just put it on Balochko. I have enough here already. Yeah, I do. And then I do this, and then I use the Bear Claw necklace, turn this into a crit. That's everything. So I get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold, puts me up to 8. During cleanup, remove Balochko from the game. As the first enemy defeated, do not add any cards to a castle stack this engagement. So if I technically defeated the Balochko first, it says do not add any cards. It says do not add any cards to a castle stack, which I'm not sure which one counters which, because the Wren after effect says place it on top of a castle stack. I'm assuming the Balochko overrides the Wren's ability. So the question is, do we want both of these Wrens to get added? I'm going to say we don't. So we defeated the Balochko first. Then is if he was defeated first, do not add any cards to a castle stack. So both Wren's abilities get canceled by that. Okay, we're going to recover 3 dice, or 6 dice, not 3. 3 of each type, 3 of each color. So nothing's going to get added to castle stacks. We removed a Balochko from the game. There's still a Dampier running around out there in the wild. There's this arm and a leg fable, which we added. After this conflict, you may -1 up to 3 different stats. Visit the merchant. Yeah, I'm not going to minus any stats. That's just not worth it. Let's say. Then visit the merchant, flip the day-night card. So we are going to flip the day-night card. But I think we... Okay. Day-night card's flipped. Visit the merchant. Let's see 3 items. We need to buy some more items so that we can have 6 items at the end of this this game, because we need 6 for the kindling pile. So we got 8 gold, so I guess we'll add some cheap items. This is a 2, this is 3. Puts me to 5 items, puts me to 3 gold. Oh, I can use the, oh, never mind, using the coupon just as a net negative. Yeah, I'm 1 short from being able to buy earplugs. So what I'm gonna do is use my ability, flip the day-night card the daytime. Then I'll spend my last $3 to buy back a banished die, which now I have all 4 of my purple dice. This item's going to get discarded. Because I ended the merchant visit with 0 gold, I flip back to the Moonkeeper side. There we go. That is that. So now we pull this here. Now we're going to move up to this poison apple. We're going to try to go to the end game now. I think we've had enough fun in this forest. It's an ice giant. Items cannot be used. Oh, there's another one. So I could... Wait, can I bribe him? I don't have money to bribe him. I have 0 gold. Okay. Items cannot be used. Fine. He has 5 health. And at the end of this round, we visit the merchant, flip the day-night card. Okay. That's fine. So, we'll roll 4 purples, 2 blues. He has 5 health. Where did I put his card? I didn't pull it up here. You guys can't see what I'm fighting. I really need to spend money to get my health up. I don't know why I'm wasting my money on other frivolous things, but stakes. Actually, I'm going to get a bunch of money off of that one guy who feeds me money from castle cards. Okay. This is technically enough damage to defeat him because of my Bear Claw necklace. Before suffer damage, you can change 2 applied hits to crits. So that is plenty of damage. Gives me 5 gold. This enemy needs to get added to a castle stack, unfortunately. Oh, let's put it here on the Poison Goldsmith because this night effect says after this conflict visit the merchant. So we'll just try to sort that one out. Actually, let's not put it there. Let's put it on... Items cannot be used. Yeah, we'll just put it on the Poison Goldsmith. At the end of this round, visit the merchant, flip the day night card. So it's nighttime again. Visiting the merchant, we should have got 5 gold from that enemy, so let's make sure we don't cheat ourselves out of 5 gold. Let's pull 3 items. Oh, the Emerald Dagger is insanely good. Crits on greens do extra damage, and because of the Bear Claw necklace, I can just generate crits super easily. Man. I don't think I need the Emerald Dagger to win this game right now, so I'm going to spend my... I'm going to flip my card to use my ability to flip the day-night card to daytime. And I'm going to spend 5 gold to get 2 health. So I don't like having 2 health. So, or 5 gold to add 2 health to my 2 health, so that's 4 health. So since I ended this encounter with 0 gold, I flip back to my other side. These items are all going to get discarded. And then we're going to move up to this top right corner. And oh, yeah, I forgot to recover dice. So I recovered 4 purples and 2 blues, of course. Yeah, one last Dampier is out there somewhere, so unfortunately he's just going to have to get added to the last fight. I don't care that much to find him. Alright, so last card before the final fight. It's the Baker of Brutality, who has a misprint. Because he has a During effect that says banish one die applied to him for his night effect. But at the start of each strategy phase, flip your hero. Interesting. Because he pulls in one adjacent modifier, or he activates one adjacent modifier and he pulls in a skull. Okay. So the adjacent modifier... Wait, did I forget to refill this card? I did. Okay. So adjacent modifier we'll do is the top of the castle deck, which adds the top card of the castle deck to a castle stack. So I'm going to add this to the Poison Goldsmith so he can give us more money. And then the enemy I'll pull in is not an enemy, but it's a fable for my strategy area, which says Tariff Terror. Add this card. After this conflict, visit the merchant, flip the day-night card, then add this card to a castle keep stack. All right. We have 4 health. Let's remember that. Okay. The start of each strategy phase, flip your hero. So I flip to the Mayor of Moontown. What do I want to end on? That's the real question. So right now, there's 1 poison apple in the Poison Goldsmith. There's 1 poison apple in the Stepmother fight. Oh, that's actually good. So we're happy with all of those things. So we don't really care. Oh, wait. The Tariff Terror is going to flip the day-night cards at nighttime. So we do want to end on their other side so that we can flip it back again. Okay. So he has 6 health. So we'll take 4 purples and 2 blues. We'll roll all of our dice. There's 2, 3, 4. So then we'll go to another strategy phase, which flips us back to the Moonkeeper. So now we'll roll these dice. Wow, okay. There's a gazillion crits, so he's very dead. He gives us +1 strategy, which doesn't help us. We have to add him to a castle stack. He has a castle icon. But I do kind of want to roll a little bit more dice in the final fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now I have 6 cards on Stepmother. She has 8 health. So let's put one more card on Stepmother so we can have more dice to roll. At the end of this conflict, visit the merchant, flip the day-night card. So flip this, visit the merchant. Oh yeah, this gives us an opportunity to... Oh, did that guy have money on him? I didn't even notice if he was... Oh, that's right, strategy. It was strategy. So that means we have no gold. So we're just going to burn 3 items. Oh, there's a 1 coster. That is so sad. Oh, I could use the cube. No, that doesn't help me. I keep forgetting. I don't know what the point. Burning an item to get an item is not worth it because I need 6 items. So that's all right. We'll get money later. So all these items get burned, unfortunately. It's nighttime. We don't want it to be nighttime. So we're going to use our ability to flip the day-night card to daytime. And after, we're now ending the visit with the merchant, so we flip back immediately. And because we ended in the top right corner, we now go to the end game. So I'm going to have to move a bunch of stuff out of my way. So none of these were the dampier, right? Alright, so we have 4 health. Let's put that here. Let's pull down these castle stacks. Technically, they stay in the same order. This one's kind of looking annoying. And this one, too. Oh, we'll have money to bribe enemies, I guess, as we need. Oh, and then the stepmother is way over here. So, the way that the end game works in this game, just real quick, in case you didn't know. You choose the order to fight these castle bosses in. You have to fight this evil stepmother last. And then the number of cards in the stacks is how many dice you're allowed to commit or roll or whatever, however the game, whichever it is. So I'll read the specific. Count the number of things. This max number of dice you can commit each engagement. Yes, each engagement. So you have to kind of take hits if you want to commit or want to take out multiple enemies if you don't have enough dice. So we'll do the poison goldsmith first, even though he's going to flip the day-night card. It's okay, we can flip it back. All right, we'll do Poison Goldsmith first. So, when resolving cards from the Poison Goldsmith stack with the castle icon, ignore the effect and plus 3 gold. So that's 3 gold. Let's meet as 3. So there's a Poison Apple. So I'll flip the card to nighttime. We'll switch our strategy and health. So we'll go to 6 health and 4 strategy. And we resolve another 2 more castles, so that's plus 6 gold, puts me to 9. And then we'll exhaust our strongest die, which I'm just now noticing we forgot to recover dice, because I always just jump right ahead to the merchant instead of recovering dice. There's another purple. Alright, so we exhaust our strongest die, which is a purple, so that comes over here. Alright, so now it's just you and me, Poison Goldsmith. After this conflict, visit the merchant. Okay, so he has 4. Oh, one thing I just noticed I forgot to do. I forgot to do this Tear of Terror, which adds itself to the top of the castle stack. So we'll add it to... this one. Why not? Okay. Right. Now let's fight this guy. Let's pull him up here onto the platform of doom and destiny. Alright, he has 4 health. We have 1 exhausted die, so let's just roll 5 dice so we can get our 6 dice back. Oh, wait. Ha! That thing I just told you guys about. Let me count how many cards I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 cards, so 5 dice is my limit. So, let's roll 5 dice, like I said. I was counting that the whole time. Alright. 5 dice, 4 strategy now. we switch some numbers. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. He's dead. So the poison goldsmith is dead. After this conflict, we visit the merchant with our pile of money. So the merchant's got a slingshot and some sunglasses, and then we're going to shuffle this deck to draw one more. Probably going to buy the slingshot just to have a cheap item, so we can have 6 for the kindling pile. Magic star. Okay, yeah, we'll buy a slingshot. For 2, that puts us to 6 items. Oh, I can't hold 6 items. I have 4 strategy, so I need to discard an item. Probably should have discarded this a while ago. Well, I'm just going to use the cheat code, I guess, which lets me upgrade another item in my inventory. So I'll upgrade blackmail material so that it costs... Things cost 3 less to bribe now. So now we're down to 4 items. Yeah, I have made some mistakes. Strategic mistakes have been made. Okay. So I have 9 gold because I didn't spend any gold there. Don't want the card to be nighttime right now, so we're going to flip ourselves to flip it to daytime so we don't have to deal with the nighttime effects of these cards. Oh, this lady has an apple on her. Actually, so we'll just cancel that. Ignore that. So we'll leave this, leave the merchant. We'll come fight the castle undertaker. So poison apple resolves, which flips the day-night charm and flips my strategy back to 6. Yeah. I should have done that fight first. No, there is a poison apple on both fights. I guess. Yeah, I should. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I messed up. I think I should have done it in the other order so that if I had done this fight first, my strategy would have gone down to 4, and then I did the poison goldsmith after that. My strategy would be back at 6. I could hold 6 items. So that was just a screw up by me. You can discard 1 item to ignore the effect of 1 card in the stack. If I don't discard an item, I have to suffer this. I have to spawn a hand. To spawn whatever this is. I could bribe it, so I'm probably just going to spawn it. And, oh yeah, this card is exhaust our strongest die. I forgot to recover dice from my last one. I keep doing that. One of these days I'll remember when it actually is supposed to happen. All right, so resolve this gust of wind. So that's exhaust our strongest die. All right. So the Devil's Moonbeam costs less to bribe because of my blackmail file, so I'm going to pay 1 to bribe it down to pay 1 to get it out of here. So I'm only going to be rolling 3 dice because I only had 3 cards in that stack, I believe. So Crystal Undertaker, we will fight now. He has 3. All right, get out of here, Poison Goldsmith. All right, he's got 3 health. We will roll 3 dice. All right, he's dead. Okay, great. Now I recover 4 dice. I remembered to recover this time at the right time. Very proud of myself. All right, Crystal Undertaker, get out of here. All right, Witch Queen. I don't think I want to activate extra enemies. I only have 2. So this one spawns this person, which is the Forest Dragon. Ooh, that is expensive. But he gives a lot of money. We're not going to be able to go back to the merchant, though. So then we exhaust our strongest die. The purple. Oh, yeah, we need to bribe this guy for sure. Because we just don't have enough damage to deal. And he's going to, like, severely hurt us. So bribes cost -3, so I'll pay 5. Let's put it down to 3 gold to bribe this Forest Dragon, which I have not enough power to defeat. So I can roll 2 dice against the Witch Queen, which is totally fine because I have a Bear Claw necklace. And I also have a bunch of strategy. So there's 2 cards in that castle stack, so that means 2 dice can be rolled. Committed for this engagement. All right. That's a miss. Okay, that's 1. Roll number 2. There we go. I will turn this into a crit using the Bear Claw necklace. Now she's done. Hooray. Get out of here, Witch Queen. I recover up to 6 dice. I only have 3 exhausted, so I get 3 back. Okay, these cards are gone. All right, Evil Stepmother time. So, first let's count the limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. The number is 7. Everybody remember 7, because I'm not going to. Place the day-night card on its nighttime side. When resolving one card in the castle keep stack with the apple, ignore the effect, -1 to any stat instead, then flip the day-night card. Okay, so the castle icon adds the top card, which is a mask, to this stack. The mask says, are there any claws in this? Oh my gosh, there are so many masks here. Am I actually dead? Well, you can discard an item. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to have to do that. I cannot believe I left this many masks and no money in my inventory. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, we're paying the price now. Okay. Pay 3 gold, discard an item or -1 health. Okay, so we don't need our health, right? Health's overrated. So this one we'll pay, there's no enemies, right? Man. Oh, there's one enemy. Are we not made to bribe him? We're going to have 7 dice, so it'll be fine. Yeah, okay. So we'll pay 3 gold for the first mask. Second mask, we'll lose. Ooh. I wish I knew what this enemy was that's in this stack. I don't know what it is, so if it's like super healthy, or if it does too much damage, it'll just kill me. Man, mistakes were made. I should have farmed up some gold before I came into this fight. We're going to start discarding items. Alright, so I'll get rid of the knobbly stick, I guess. Man, it's going to make the last fight harder. Another mask. Get rid of another item. Oop. Gust of Wind, exhaust the purple die. Last mask, I hope. We'll lose 1 health. I hope that'll be fine. Hopefully this enemy doesn't do 3 damage. Then a poison apple. Ignore the effect. -1 to any stats, so we'll lose 1 strategy. Go down to 5 strategy. And we'll flip the day-night card to daytime. And then the last one is a hand, so it summons the big bad wolf spider. Woo! It does 3 damage! Wow, what a freaking disaster. I had 7 cards, so I can only do 7 dice. Is that enough dice to do 14 damage? That's the question. I don't know. I have 5 strategy, so we gotta try for it. Ay. Man, what was I thinking? If I had not spent... that's fine. Okay, so we've got to defeat... Man. Okay, it is daytime. Okay, 7 dice is the max. So we got 3 here, plus 4 blues, that's 7. Let's just roll all these. We have 5 rolls. We need to get crazy crits. Alright, roll number 1. There's 1 crit. We'll put it here. Roll number 2. No crits. Alright, roll number 3. Here's another crit. Alright, roll number 4. There's another crit. Okay, this thing's dead. I get +1 recovery, doesn't help me. 2, 4. Okay, we can't defeat Stepmother without some natural crits here. Alright, so this is my last roll. Hopefully I get super lucky, otherwise I'm going to be knocked down to 1 health and I'll have to do another round with her. Guess I can turn 2 hits into crits. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7? Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so she's gonna hit me for 2 damage, which thankfully I can survive. Knocks me down to 1 health. This enemy's defeated, so these exhaust. I recover some dice. So now I can, I believe, commit. So I don't. It doesn't like specifically matter in this case, but like, am I only allowed to commit like 3 dice since I have 4 already on her? Like, I don't know how that works. We'll just say that's the case. So she's got 4 dice on her. Let's just say I can only commit 3 more. I don't need to look up the rules right now. I just need to do 1 more damage to her in 5 rolls. All right, there we go. So now she's dead. So we finally defeated the white deck this time. It cost me way more than I ever wanted it to. I had a lot of items, and now I have 2 items left. So only 2 items are going to get added to the kindling pile, which is going to make the chicken house fight harder. And one of the campaign enemies escaped us. It is a dampier, so that is also going to get added to the one of the final fight against, I believe, the chicken house, if I remember correctly. So the chicken house is going to have more health, and there's going to be a dampier joining it, which is just great. Oh, I think it's the last card of the deck. Yep, it's literally the last card of the deck. Yeah, so there's 3 cards left in the deck, and it was the last one. So you can kind of, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but so these 2 cards are non-campaign cards, and this is a campaign card. Maybe it's hard to tell, but like looking at it in person, the shine of the black is not quite as shiny as the ones from the actual deck. But that's okay. I never noticed that on my first campaign playthrough, so I don't know. Anyway, that is 20 strong Baba Yaga Tanglewoods White. Oh yeah, you might be curious to see what relic I'm going to get. I need to take the 5 relics and shuffle them. So let's see, shuffle these relics. All right, so we're going to pull 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. All right, so Dwarven Gold, we can discard it to gain 5 gold. If we subtract 4 from our stats, we can discard to get 20 gold. I mean, the only thing that's good about that, I think, that I can think of is that during the final Baba Yaga fight, you need gold to do things. So that might actually be really good for that specific reason, but that is kind of a waste of a relic a little bit. Tasty Apple. At the start of each engagement, choose either green or red. Crits of that color do +1 damage. So that seems really good because I have the Bear Claw necklace. So the Bear Claw necklace lets me create 2 crits. Then the Tasty Apple lets those crits do more damage. So that seems really good. Then if we take -3 to our stats, it's the Blessed Apple. The Blessed Apple says, start of each engagement, choose either green or red. If you choose a green, crits of that color do +2 damage. If you choose a red, all hits do +1. So if we choose green, all of our green crits do 4 damage, and green hits can become green crits. So that seems like a crazy combo. So we're taking the Tasty Apple plus the Bear Claw necklace. That's what we're going to be rolling forward with. So we'll get rid of this crumbling brick. So yeah, that is what we gained. So then, because we won the scenario, we'll be fighting the Tanglewoods red deck with our existing stats and existing gold. So we have 0 gold, which is unfortunate. So hopefully the beginning section of Tanglewoods red doesn't cause us any issues, because we're not going to have any money to bribe things. And then, yeah, 0 gold, but we've got some stats here, so it's not the end of the world. And we've got this sweet apple, which we're definitely going to want to upgrade as early as possible to make our green crits really strong. Okay, yeah, so that is Tanglewoods White. That is how that works. Glad I got to show that off, because last time I played Tanglewoods White, I got destroyed by a chain of enemies. Because sometimes you can just draw an enemy, and then all of your choices for drawing more enemies is just drawing more enemies. So I found that happens. So sometimes it's kind of good to just save a little bit of extra cash or something for one of those rainy days when a bunch of enemies comes out. You can start bribing a few of them. But yeah, that is the second game in the Baba Yaga campaign. We'll be playing the Tanglewoods Red, and then the final fight in the next video. All right. If you made it to the end of the video, just remember that you are seen. Thanks for coming out. All right. Subscribe for the next one. Peace.